Hey everybody. Welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a really long time since I've posted. I don't really have a good excuse except with all of this moving classes online stuff. I've been teaching all online, and so that's meant every week I have been recording between 4 to 6 videos for my classes. Um, so that's for all of the classes altogether. That's not per class. But still, that's a lot of recording. And so then at the end of the week, it's like another week went by and I don't have a video for y'all. So I apologize for that. And I will work to rectify that. I do have this video, and then I have another video that I'm getting ready to put in the can and get out to you all. So hopefully that will come out later on this week. So this is just a real quick tip. I was just in my studio and I was working on something. I'm working on a new book. I may have a show coming up this fall or this next year. I don't know yet. So I'm just trying to get books together. I'm doing a lot of things, y'all. I've been in here working almost nonstop, and I need to record more of it, more of my stuff, so that you can see what I'm doing. But anyway, this is just a real quick tip. So I have this piece of linen that I want to use to cover my book. So this is my book casing. This is again adapted from another YouTuber. I will try to remember to link her. She has a whole series on how to do this. I'll try to link to her below. It's a long series, but she goes in depth on how to do this. And I don't want to reinvent the wheel or present this as though it's my own material. If you would rather see me do a series on this, let me know, and I absolutely will. I do a few different things than she does, but it's essentially the same process. So anyway, so this is my casing for my book, and I am getting ready to cut my fabric that I'm going to use to cover the book with, and then this fabric will be painted over. So this is a very textured linen. I don't know if you can see all that texture. There we go. But it's a very coarsely textured linen. And I am squaring it off. So I've used this. I think this is an offcut from a shirt I made somebody at some point. I'm sure that is. Why else would I have linen, right? So I'm sure this is from that. And it's just been kind of hanging out in my stash for a really long time. It's natural colored, which is kind of nice, but it's not really big enough to make anything super substantial. I mean, I guess I could make a coif or a caul with it, but I like the texture of it, and it's a little heavy actually for a head covering. Out at festival, it would be way too hot. So I think I will use my thinner fabrics for that, and this I will use for my book. So, but it is an offcut, so I've got this weird kind of raggedy edge that I want to straighten up. So a quick way to do that, especially if you have like a loose kind of regular weave like this, is to on the end, so you can see how this kind of, or maybe you can hopefully see how this edge kind of angles up. And I've selected kind of one of these longer threads, and I've just started pulling on it to kind of get it to kind of unweave this one single thread. So I'm just carefully pulling it out. You don't want to just pull and break it. You want to gently pull on it and kind of ease it out. You can only do this if your fabric is so wide and if your threads are so strong. Some thinner fabrics, see how that broke? Like linen is strong, but this is like woven with slubs in it, so it's not super strong. So I lost my end, so I'll just go with the one. Let's see if I can find it. Sometimes you can find it and I see it. So let me get, y'all. So I can't find my seam ripper. So I bought a new one. Let me zoom in so you can kind of see what I'm doing. So I don't even know. I'm going to have to watch this and see if you can see what I was doing. So I'm going to pick this thread out. Here, hold on just a second. Let me move you so I can get a little closer. Try not to make you seasick. I want to do this all in one shot. So sorry I didn't undo this. So let's see, where is my thread? There it is. So I'm just gonna kind of pick at it. And my eyes are not great for this close-up work anymore. So a lot of times, so I just picked in there and I just grabbed that thread out from where it broke. So sometimes I'll use a magnifier for that. So if it breaks, I mean, this is a thick enough weave and you can see the individual threads well enough. Hopefully that was in focus. You can see the individual threads well enough that I was able to pick that thread back out. All right. And so I just pull this thread. Again, be gentle with it. You don't want it to break if you can at all help it. All right. And so then I have pulled one thread out and you can see the line. You see that line where that thread used to be? Now I know if I cut along that line, I have one nice straight edge. And then from there, I can use my plastic square, right? I can use one of my clear plastic rulers to kind of true up the other edges. I can pull more threads. It's easier to pull the weft threads than it is to pull the warp threads when you're trying to do this. So that's something to keep in mind. So if you're trying to straighten up fabric that's coming right off the bolt, that's an easy way to do it. The warp threads aren't going to want to come as easily. So just something to keep in mind. Anyway, that's my quick tip. So now I've got a line that I can follow and I can cut across to get a nice straight cut. I'll use my kitty scissors here and I just follow this line. And so this to me, like some of these fabrics like this linen, they have a soft drape to them, and so the weave is kind of loose, so they move around a lot and they can be kind of hard to get a nice crisp clear edge on them. So this is a surefire way to know that you're starting from at least one clear edge. And again, I'm just following that line. Sorry, I've got some pretty harsh shadows here. I am using my new microphone. Let me know if you like the sound, if the sound is more clear, or if you liked when I was just open air micing it on my phone, because I just use my phone to record my videos. The nice thing about this is I'm right next to my phone right now. I can back away to like reach something like from my basket behind me or whatever, and then come back into the frame and you don't lose my voice, which as it turns out is something I do quite a bit. So I'm pretty happy about that. Okay, so now look at that nice straight edge. Pretty cool, huh? So that's the tip that I have for you today. Hopefully you find that useful. Again, I will have another video coming up later on this week, so keep track of that. I do also now have a Patreon. There will be a link at the end of this video. If you like what I do and you would like to support me, please check it out. There's all kinds of different levels, and I would really appreciate it. If you can't, that's fine, no worries. But if you can, it would really help me out. I would like to do this more, and do my other job less. With all this COVID-19 stuff coming up, who knows what the future of education looks like, right? And I'm kind of expendable because I'm adjunct. So I'm just a little nervous about my job. So I would like to eventually monetize this and make this more of a regular thing that I do. And if you do so, if you find that that is something that you would like to do, you will get thanked in one of my videos, just like Jenna Andrews, my very dear friend. is my first Patreon supporter, and I appreciate you very much, Jenna. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. I can't tell you what that means to me to have your support. So if you want to join Jenna and be one of the cool kids, maybe that's one way to do it. I don't know if that makes you cool or not. I don't know what cool is, but it just sounds like a fun thing to say. So there's that. Check out the link below for my Patreon. Eventually I would like to start having an Etsy account too, where you can buy things, to support me more directly, that way as well. So I know I've not been posting a whole lot, but have faith. The posts will start to come more frequently. Okay. So thanks again for your time, and have a good weekend. This is Thursday that I'm saying this, so hopefully I will get this out before the weekend. If not, then I hope you have a good weekend next weekend, and I hope you have a great week. So I will see you later in the next video. Bye. Hopefully you liked this video. This is the first video that I have edited myself. Reggie does a great job of editing, but part of the reason it takes so long to get videos out is getting our schedules coordinated.